Typically, we're given about 30 seconds in order for us to get an image. That's about how fast we have to be. So as we're scanning through whatever we're scanning, we get about 30 seconds to a minute to get our image. And essentially what we're trying to do is keep within our time frame. So most of our labs give us about 30 to 40 minutes in order for us to scan a patient. That includes getting our patient from the reception hall or the reception area, taking them back, getting a detailed patient history, and then doing our ultrasound, then walking our patient out, cleaning up our room, and getting ready for the next patient. So as you can imagine, if we take the whole 40 minutes just to scan, then we've put everything behind. So that's why we are allowed about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how difficult the image is. You guys did a very quick fast track, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was meant to be fun and engaging so that way you guys can see just a taste of what your sonographers have gone through. That was the very first year that they went through. Now we have to go into our second year, which is where they go out to clinical. And this is where they master their entry-level sonography skills. So they take what they've learned their first year and they apply it daily in the clinical setting. One of the biggest challenges our students face is that the whole year that they're scanning in lab, they memorize their friend's anatomy. So then when they go out to the clinical setting, they have no idea what they're looking at. They're like, wait, so-and-so's liver looked like this, and this doesn't look like that. So now what do I do? And so that's probably one of the steepest learning curve that they have, is that they have to start scanning people they've never seen, and they haven't memorized their patient's anatomy. Unfortunately, they don't have time to memorize the anatomy of every patient, because you get one shot to take a look at that person and make sure that you saw everything that you needed to see. Would you guys agree, graduates? That was probably the biggest hurdle. Yeah. Okay. And so I try very hard to make sure they don't memorize, but they do memorize, and that's okay. And so basically what we are going to do, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. And so basically when they go out to the clinical setting and they're having to do that, they have to practice the different windows. They have to practice different breathing techniques. They have to practice rolling the patient or moving the patient, maybe standing versus sitting. And they have all these things that now they didn't have to do in our clinical lab or here on campus because it was easy. But now they have real patients that actually have real pathology. And now they have to apply all those things I lectured to them about. And they were like, yeah, whatever. That's not going to happen to me. And then all of a sudden it's there. And they're like, oh, man, what did she say? Roll patient, stand up, I don't know. But they spend a whole year with these amazing clinical instructors that help them learn how to do that. But with everything in life, nothing is easy, right? And everything, if you're passionate about it, then anything that's hard can be accomplished. You just have to keep persevering and get through that moment. And that way you can be good at what you do. So this class has definitely made an impressive mark with their accomplishments. And so I would like to take just a few minutes and talk about the acknowledgments and the areas that they have done within the program. And that is, they have logged over 1,300 clinical hours so far. Yeah, we're still going. They have completed various competencies in the lab setting here on campus, and they have completed over 21 competencies out in the clinical setting. Those are in the abdomen, OBGYN, and vascular fields. There's 3 words for you right there. Yes, another bingo. As of today, we have the soon-to-be active registered sonographers. We have 13 abdomen that have taken and passed their abdomen boards, 12 that have taken their OBGYN, and 2 that have taken their vascular. As of early next week, once I submit my amazing paperwork, these ladies and the one gentleman that we have for this class will be active registered sonographers for us. 15 of our graduates have jobs right now. And woo, look at that. 5 of our graduates will actually be staying here in Wyoming to work for our Wyoming facilities. Okay, we're almost there, you guys. So our graduates have mastered the art of sonography as an entry-level sonographer, and they will continue over the next year or two to continue to master those skills. I tell our graduates and our students that you are a student for 1 more year after you graduate, because it takes that much longer for you to really get comfortable in your own skin as a sonographer. And so that's the secret that nobody knows, is that every day we almost feel like a student when we are a sonographer. You could be doing it for 20 years and be like, I have no idea what I'm looking at and I need help. And so part of the learning curve that we have to learn is that confidence of being able to say, I'm confident enough in myself to say, I don't know what I'm looking at and I need help. So you step out of the room, you go get a doctor, or you go get another sonographer just for another set of eyes. That never stops. 20 years, and I still will step out and ask for help. And Amanda's like, me too. So take that with you guys. Don't forget, just because you're graduating doesn't mean you're alone. Make sure you guys are always looking for those that can help you out there. So our field is evolving every day and it's constantly growing. It's probably one of the most humbling careers I've ever experienced. You have to be confident. You also have to be open to growth every day because not every day is going to be the same. If you look around the room, is there a single person that looks identical? Well, guess what? The inside of our bodies are not identical either. So therefore, we have that many different types of bodies that we have to learn how to scan. And so that's you being flexible and learning how to adapt and grow every day. It's also one of the most rewarding careers because you get to make a difference in somebody's life. You get to be compassionate to somebody that's having a really rough day. You can also be that person that just spreads laughter and fun times when they see their baby smile or, open their hand and move their foot or whatever the case may be. You also just get to be that person that might just listen to somebody because nobody else has taken the time to listen to them. And that's the amazing part about our job is nobody gets that one-on-one time like we do in those 30 minutes where we can change somebody's life. And these guys, our graduates, they have those qualities, which is why they are sitting before us today. Okay, so the pinning ceremony is dedicated to our graduates. And I'm going to hand this part off to Amanda because we have now come to the pinning part of our ceremony. So, Amanda.
First, I'm just going to ask you all to please give Adrienne a round of applause. I've gotten the pleasure of working under her since I graduated, actually, and I cannot tell you how much she pours her heart and soul into this program and these students. And she's really just a shining light of what the product of these students are. So she's a huge part of this. The pinning ceremony is dedicated to our graduates and represents the culmination of their last 2 years in the sonography program. It is our way of showing them how proud we are of their accomplishments, and the pins are meant to remind them that they can do anything that they put their mind to and they will be successful. The pink carnation represents gratitude and the concept of never forgetting someone. We asked each graduate to select an individual to pin them and to provide a brief description. Oh, where does it go? It's okay. Sorry.
We'll find it, don't worry. We're organized. Totally organized.
Is
it on that page?
Brief description. Of why they have chosen this person to pin them. So as I was reading through these this morning to make sure I didn't butcher names or anything, I actually got a little emotional for them. I remember being in that place and how hard it was to get here and all the triumphs and the falls and everything that comes to this point. And you guys have made it. You're there. Like, I know it felt like a long 2 years, but just reading these took me back to that place and like where the beginning is. And I can't wait to see where you grow in your career and where you end up and who you help along the way, because it's been actually a passion of mine to take on adjunct and be able to continue to pour what I know back into these students. So without further ado, we're going to start the pinning. Our first is Heather Alsop. Heather writes, I chose my boyfriend Landon to pin me today because he has been by my side through this entire journey. He has been there through all the ups and downs and never failed to put a smile on my face. His unending love and support are what led me here today. I couldn't have done it without him. Thank you, Landon. Next is Kara Benner. Kara writes, I chose to have Reed pin me because he has been with me through it all, from being an alternate to the program all the way to now when I'm taking my boards. His constant support and encouragement truly helped me be where I am today. Our next one is Matthew Benson, and he was not able to join us today, but he wrote, if I were at the pinning, I would have my wife Colleen performing the pinning. In addition to being my greatest support through the program, she is the person that counseled me most in finding and pursuing my degree in medical sonography. If not for her, I never would have started on this path that I have become so passionate about. Our next student is Jamie Elliott. I chose my fiance to pin me today because he has been by my side supporting me through these past years with a smile on his face. He was there to hold me when I was not accepted, but pushed me to try again. He was almost happier than me when I was accepted the next chance and cheered me on from a distance while I attended the first year of the program and helped support me while I was in clinicals. Without this love and support, I am not sure that I would be here celebrating this achievement. Thank you, Logan. Next is Mariah Green. I chose my mom and dad to pin me because they have been my biggest support and encouragement over the last 2 years. They have graciously listened to me talk their ear off about interesting cases or about my frustrations when the semesters got tough. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your endless encouragement and for the much needed ice cream study breaks. Next is Taylor Harris. I chose my husband, Diego, to pin me today because I couldn't have gotten through ultrasound school without his unending love and support. He was there to help with anything that he could while I studied endlessly, and he always pushed me to strive for more and to be better. He is and always has been my rock. Thank you, Diego. Megan Johnson. I have chosen Doran, my fiance, to pin me today because he has been my #1 supporter since the day he met me and all throughout sonography school. He has helped in various ways, including being a good listener, understanding my busy schedule, and being the best adventure partner on the weekends to help me keep my sanity. I couldn't ask for a better soon-to-be husband, and I can't wait to marry you in September. I love you and thank you for everything. Shailene Lawson. This is from Shay's daughter. My mom is my greatest inspiration. I am honored to see how far she has come and so proud to be the one to pin her for her second degree as she continues to accomplish her goals. She has always told me that I can accomplish great things when I put my mind to them, and she never fails to be my role model. My mom continues to inspire and encourage me to reach for the stars, and as I head into college next year, I know I will always have someone to help guide me in my adventures. I've had the privilege to watch her achieve everything she ever wanted and never settle for less. My mom is not only my hero or my inspiration, but my best friend. I'll always be her #1 supporter as she has been mine. I love you. Zoe Morrison. I have chosen my clinical instructor, Josie Walters, to pin me today because of the positive impact she's had on my education. I'm grateful to have gained a great friend throughout this process, and I have her to thank for helping shape me into the sonographer I am today. I couldn't have asked for a better instructor. Thank you, Josie. Megan Morrow. Today I'm having my daughter, Emmy, pin me with the help of my mom, Mylin Dwyer. These past 2 years have been a roller coaster of change, and I couldn't have done it without my mom's support and endless listening to all of the challenges I faced. My daughter, Emmy, has been my constant reminder to continue to persevere no matter how many bumps in the road, so I can give her the life and future she deserves. She is and always will be my reason. I love you, Mitty. Ariana Ramirez. I chose my boyfriend Dylan to pin me today because he has always been my cheerleader. He pushes me to achieve my best every day, encourages me to never give up, and has consistently been there for me through the tears, mental breakdowns, and excitements. Most importantly, he has stood by my side for every single one of those ups and downs and still remains to be my constant support. Thank you for sticking with me in this journey. Lauren Rosenberg. I have chosen Aaron Zimmerman, my best friend and partner, to pin me today. His constant and solid support, encouragement, and love have thoroughly empowered me. I am honored to have his presence in my life and honored to have him pin me. Sabrina Stegman. I chose my parents to pin me today. Not only did they let me come back to live with them full time at 25 years old, they have also helped take care of my dogs, let me ride along on the hour commute to the city when I couldn't afford gas, provided me with warm meals, and supported me financially, emotionally, and physically the last 3 years. They didn't have to take on the extra stress or financial burden, but they did it selflessly for me. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done, and I will do my best to make you proud. Courtney Suko, I have chosen my husband Colton to pin me today. I am so grateful for his love and encouragement these past 2 years, and I know I wouldn't be here without him. I can't thank him enough for always keeping me calm and never letting his support and positive mindset waver. Colton, thank you so much for being by my side and helping me to achieve this goal. Savannah Swanson. I chose Tyler to pin me today because he has helped keep me sane through the hardest year of school to date. Through all the tears and stresses that come with being a student, he has been there to tell me I can do it and that he believes in me. He has always had faith in me, even when I don't have faith in myself.
How about one more round of applause for all of our graduates? Yeah. There it is. We found our missing page, in case anybody wants to know. There's lots of stuff that goes on up here. Thank you guys, and congratulations, graduates. It has been a true honor to be with you guys for the past 2 years, so I'm super proud of you guys. On top of that, we could never, ever have the amazing program that we have without the support that we have from so many individuals. And that comes from our clinical sites, our clinical instructors, and every sonographer that helps our students find their way over the past year, and sometimes even 2 years, like with Amanda and our other lab assistant, Ann Lucier, who's a sonographer down in Fort Collins. Without the help of all these wonderful people, we would not be successful. We are generally better because of these individuals that have understood the dedication and the effort that it takes to produce sonographers that can go out and be the best that they can be. Each of our clinical facilities will receive a reward or a recognition reward at the end of probably in June, after we collect all of our data from our students. But our students have an opportunity to say what they enjoyed most about their clinical instructors and clinical sites. And so we send them a reward or certification that says thank you for these reasons. And we feel that's important because without their help, we would not have our program and we wouldn't have the foundation that we do today. I'd also like to take a minute to recognize our DMS Advisory Committee members who obviously have helped form this program the way that it is. They keep us abreast to all the changes that are occurring, and they let us know like what we are missing in our students when they come to the clinical site or when they graduate and become sonographers. So we can make sure that we're meeting the demands of our stakeholders and industry to make sure that we keep our program at the top of the line. These valuable foresights definitely keep us going forward. Like we've added breasts because we've had people say, we don't have enough sonographers that understand how to scan breasts. We need more information. So we're starting a breast program this summer where it's just a review for those sonographers that want to attain their breast certification or mammographers that want to attain their breast certification. Without their guidance, we would not be able to meet what our stakeholders need out there. So in closing, as we conclude our ceremony, I would like to express our gratitude from all of the faculty members and staff and everybody that's involved with the program for having the honor to share this day with you. Every year, I get the privilege to speak on behalf of the graduates and honor their accomplishments. And it's a real honor to support, to educate, to mentor, to become friends with my students, and now their graduates, to help them achieve the dreams that they set out to achieve 3 years ago. This wonderful class has proven to us how amazing they are, and we know that they're going to do amazing things in the field of sonography. We are proud of you and take comfort in knowing that the sonography community is well cared for, along with every patient you will be in contact with. This concludes our pinning ceremony. Please join us for reception next door, and thank you so much for your time and playing bingo and scanning with us today. It's been a real honor to be in front of you guys today. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2023.
They should not be left alone. And I feel like a newborn. And I feel like a newborn. Could you take my picture? 'Cause I won't remember. Could you take my picture? 'Cause I won't remember. Could you take my picture? Could you take my picture? Clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up to now. It's the light of day that shows me how. When the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost